My overview of my final program that I did. Over the summer, I interned for a company called Baxter Auto. It's an auto group that owns about 25 different car dealerships in over the Midwest. That's where I'm from. And I was talking to the CEO over the summer when I was interning, and I asked him kind of what is the direction you want the company to go in terms of operations? What are some things that you want to work on in the future? And he said he wanted to be a lot more data driven, especially within their marketing department and how they market to their previous customers. And so I took that into account and I wanted to apply the things that I learned in this class to try to make that a reality. So the purpose of my project is to create personalized advertisements for previous customers of Baxter Auto. And the way I did this was I looked at their customer database, looked at some measures in there, and then used those to help predict what I think purchasing outcomes will be for the customers. This is kind of what the data looked like in their system. This is kind of a combination of a lot of things, but basically, when you buy a car from them or you get your car serviced, you put in basic things like your name, email address, phone number, and zip code, and then they're also able to get what type of car you have currently and then how old it is. And the how old it is thing is pretty important because that's how I determined when we're going to send these advertisements to you. So I'll kind of explain how it works now. So if your car using the customer database is a certain amount of years old, I used 8 years, we're going to send you this personalized advertisements. It also takes into account factors such as, like I said, the car you owned, where you live, and your age. So where you live, like your zip code, I use that to predict your income and then kind of see what I think your price range will be. And the whole idea is kind of we want to send out different types of advertisements to different types of people based on these factors. So we want to send a mom who has 5 kids in a suburban area a different car than maybe a retired 60-year-old man who lives in the city. And so the program takes into account these factors and sends you emails that kind of will look like this. It'll just basically say, hey, we noticed that your whatever Ford Edge is X amount of years old, and we want to offer you some of our new options. And so it sends out cars that are based on certain parameters that I put in that the website offers. So here you can see there's a 2024 Explorer that has this price and these features. And then if I were to actually put this into practice, I'd use a program that can blast out these emails based on how old the cars are. Uh, but for the purpose of this project, I just use Python. And that is my presentation.